Hey everybody, how you doing? Hope you're having a great summer. Hi, my name is Steve, if you don't know who I am, if you're joining for the very first time here. This video is really for my more regular viewers who probably have noticed that I haven't put a video up for a major piece of content in a little while now, but I do have a lot of things cooking and I just wanted to say hi and check in, give you some updates and let you know what's coming for the rest of 2025. Also, do not worry, I'm not about to start vlogging. I'm not really interested in doing that. My preference is still always to sort of like research and put together a nicely packaged piece of content to help you do a really specific thing on your car. That's still definitely the intent here. This is a bit of a one-off. That said, I have been keeping up with the members only videos on the channel. If you don't know what that is, check out the join button below this video or on the homepage of the channel to see what the Four Rings Club is all about. That is where I'm doing, at this point, pretty much like every 2 weeks, I put up a 15 or 20 minute video, lots of candid background information on these projects that you'll never hear about on the main channel because it's just too time consuming. But check it out if you're interested to learn more about sort of what's going on all the time. For example, the Four Rings Club already know about the top secret new car that absolutely nobody else knows about and all the stuff that I've been hoarding for it. But they also know about the new car that you're about to find out, but also the whole background on how I got it and the legit barn find amazing wheels that I got as part of the deal. Here, I'm going to give you just this look at it. You can't see anything, but I'll tell you that the rears run a 275 and you can see the dish on this thing. Okay, rapid fire update time. First up, the 25 Quattro S4, represented by this literal and metaphorical empty spot here in the garage. It is gone, it is sold officially. Got picked up a few weeks back now here in Edmonton, and it is on a long journey to its new loving owner all the way in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates actually. That owner already has an S4 B7 though, so it makes me feel good that it's going to be in good hands. But because I have attachment and maybe trust issues, I did pop an AirTag in the car so I could watch its long journey on the way over there. I can tell today that it is officially loaded into a container, or a sea can as we might call it sometimes here in North America. And it's at a dock in Vancouver getting ready for probably what's going to be a couple weeks at sea. By the way, I still have a few very interesting parts left over that didn't go with the car in the sale. In this blue package right here and now on screen is quite a unique set of carbon fiber side skirts. I believe will fit both the B6 and the B7. There's no manufacturer's marking on them. They're in okay shape, but I've never seen anything like them. They are rather unique, I would say. If you want to buy them, hit me up probably on Instagram at FigureItOutie and we can work something out, but I'll eventually post it online in all the usual places as well for sale. Update number 2, I am powering headfirst straight back into the D2 SA project, and to show you how truly committed I am to this project, I have another D2 S8. I am going to make you wait until the first major episode on this car to hear the full background story on it, because it is pretty cool actually. But basically one day I was on Facebook Marketplace and the gods just dropped a S-tier spec S8 into my feed. I had to go and snap it up right away. What's truly amazing is that it is also a 2001, like my other one, Ming blue exterior, like my other one, and even the interior spec is exactly the same, but actually better in terms of options. Also, inside and out is better overall condition as well. However, also like my other car, it has automatic transmission problems. Big surprise, hey? That's okay, it can drive forward, sort of. But that is totally okay. I got this car for an unbelievable price, and it's going to open up some amazing possibilities for this project to go faster and really create a better overall end result. But obviously since the first time I got my first S8, which was about a year and a half ago now, my goals have changed because things have changed. Back in the very first video I put out on the old S8, I said, so let's talk about the grand vision, because what I see in the near future for this S8 is 6-speed swap, fully rebuilt transmission, fully rebuilt engine to make sure that it's super healthy but also can handle some future power from supercharger. And the 6-speed swap part is still absolutely going to happen, but what's changed in the last little while is that the main vendor in the North American market that was pushing a modern supercharger solution is, or was, Tweetler Performance, that had the supercharger kit for this old belt-driven 4.2. They have now officially exited the market, maybe not forever, but for the time being, which means those kits are no longer available. And yes, I know there are older supercharger kits out there, the MTMs, the PESs, or even ProCharger kits are not super uncommon, but that wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Now, just by pure chance, if you're watching this video and you're one of the, I think maybe 2 or 3 people, probably in the United States, that did buy the Tweetler kit while it was still available, And if it's sitting on a bench and you've never used it, can you please just message me on Instagram? Let's maybe work something out here. Anyway, since we're more than likely moving towards a naturally aspirated engine for this first iteration of the build on the new car here, I did want to start researching something about the automatic transmissions because I have a problem with both of mine, and they're just such a common failure point of these cars that end up sending the S8s to the scrap heap when really that's the only thing wrong with them, which is not fair. So I have a new goal. But before I tell you, and because I just got distracted, look, children, this is called a map. I just found it in the car. This is when you just look at a piece of paper and it tells you where everything is, and then you have to choose how to get there. And that goal is to figure out everything about these automatic transmissions in a way that I can do a full servicing and rebuilding in a way that you can follow at home and decide if you want to take it on for different causes. So we're going to figure out all the different individual failure points, how to recognize the symptoms in the car while it's still driving. And then I'm going to have a hand at it myself. I've got 2 transmissions here that need help. I'm going to do the full processes, and I will try to recreate it for you that you can follow along and fully understand the methodologies and the parts involved, prices, everything. I've been pleasantly surprised already in my research about how much information is out there. It's just not really collected in a way that is super useful. There's lots of very old forum posts, some videos, and I'm going to stitch it all together and try to present the best amount of unified content to you guys as possible. One of the interesting findings so far too is that these transmissions went in way more than just Audis. You can also find them in the same types of years anyway, sort of like late 99s, early 2000s, in BMWs, Jags, Range Rovers. There are plenty of people who have tackled this before. But of course, I'm a DIYer, and you probably are too, which means I'm going to need your help as well. I post a lot on Instagram when I'm actually actively working through projects, and I openly ask for help in that format too. So this would be a good time to go follow me again at Figure It Outie. Watch for these things starting to happen, because if you are a transmission rebuilder who just knows a lot about transmissions in general, or if you've literally had hands-on practice with these transmissions before, I want to see you there. I'd love to tap into your knowledge. So that's all I'll mention about the S8 projects, plural, I guess, for now, and I'm very excited to get into them pretty soon. A quick final update for today's video is that over the coming months, you are going to notice a difference in my branding here on the channel and across the social medias. I am at the point now where I need to switch things up a little bit, more or less to just reflect the type of work I'll be doing and basically just like grow the business. Now, I know you guys don't really care about what my stuff looks like online, I get it, but for me, it's still a bit of a commitment to the cause that we've got going on here. You know, you guys have been very supportive over the years. I missed celebrating a few milestones when I hit 10,000 subscribers. That was cool. Recently hit 17,000. That was pretty awesome to see. I love that I'm finally closing in on 20,000. And I'm a very niche channel, right? Like for those of you that follow me day to day, I'm doing some pretty specific stuff on some very specific models of cars. I certainly could be doing other larger YouTube-y type of things that would maybe make my channel grow faster, but I don't care. That's not what I'm about. I'm also not about short form content as well. I like getting really detailed so that for the very specific person that absolutely needs to follow the steps to get something done on their car, they can actually do it because I've provided enough explanation. And beyond that personal commitment to channel growth, also for legal reasons, I am not saying that I am infringing on any copyrights here, but let's just say theoretically, there's an auto manufacturer out there and they see their brand trademarked name being used by someone that's not them. You know, a guy doing that might want to mitigate that risk a little bit. You know what I mean? That's it for the updates today. Just wanted to cover those 3 things. It's time to get to work. I haven't actually been wrenching in the last month or so here, but the next couple of videos that you'll see might be a little confusing, so maybe another extra heads up there, because I have been filming things on this car over a year ago. I have already started some work on the cylinder heads, so you're going to see things that make absolutely no sense, cars that I've, you know, long since sold. Things will be different in here. It's okay. There's still relevant content on the S8 and actually on the B9 All-Road too. So just know that you're going to get a little bit of a mixture of things while we get caught up. Okay, officially signing off now. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you're really psyched to see some D2 S8 stuff, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.